But I'm interested in depth. I'm really interested in the depth. So we spend a lot of time looking at, yes, there's a player, and then who's the next player, and then who's the next player. And in fact, there are players sitting not in that 40 who we're still interested in. So there's a bunch of really interesting young guys who we could have put in, and some of those guys we thought about putting in, but they're probably not quite ready for the task right now. But they're interesting. They might be very good for us in 2 years' time. So we've had a good look at the pecking order. The pecking order, as I've said in the past, will change. It'll change. It might change in a week's time. So I'm not fixed on who's going to start. But what we do need to have is genuine pressure in every position. And I am concerned some of the positions aren't as deep as we think. So, and you can see on the list there's always a bunch of guys getting surgery and whatever. That's just the reality of rugby. There's always guys getting attended to. What we need to do is make sure we've got the next guys coming on. So every time there's an injury, great opportunity for someone else to step up. So I'm interested in the pecking order, and I'm interested to know who the second, third, fourth person is. You can't just rely on one person, and that one person might change week to week. We'll see what happens. 10 uncapped players in the squad, they'll be pretty happy too. So I'm more interested in the total reaction of the squad. I'm interested in how those guys arrive, the passion they show, their interest in playing for their country. I'm interested in calibrating all of that in 10 days' time when we get together. Quade's obviously one of those players, but from that we'll narrow it down to the guys that will take on the All Blacks. So there's a bit of work to be done, and we're interested to see how those guys turn up and what shape they're in.
Having just completed a wonderfully successful Lions tour, which helped to re-energise Australian rugby fans and deliver stadium record crowds for the 3 Test matches, we're now ready for the next stage of one of the biggest years in Australian rugby's history. I'm delighted to say that the appointment of Ewen as the Qantas Wallaby coach has been well received across the entire rugby community.
We're delighted and excited to be entering to the 3rd year of our frontline partnership with the ARU. And we're eagerly awaiting the start of the 2013 Castrol EDGE Rugby Championship. 2013 is proving to be the biggest year for Australian rugby, with the Castrol EDGE Rugby Championship following on the success of the British and Irish Lions tour. There's much anticipation about this, the second iteration of the Castrol EDGE Rugby Championship, because last year Argentina's competitiveness brought a whole new dimension to the competition.
Actually, in a perverse way, I'm quite happy with the start. I think when I started as a Wallaby assistant coach, it was against the All Blacks too, and I think we're down 21-0 after 20 minutes, as everyone will remember the game at the same venue at the stadium. So we ended up, it was one of the most memorable games. I think we lost just with 38-36 or something like that. But no, I relished the opportunity to be involved against the All Blacks. I had lots of encounters as a player and as an assistant coach, so no, I really look forward to it. I think when you tackle the team that everyone recognises as the #1 side, it's your biggest opportunity to go forward. So as I say, I sit there and I can't help but a better scenario actually when you've got 2 games against them in a row. So the Bledisloe Cup's right there. In 7 days you can do a lot, and you can change the shape of a lot of things if you get it right. So there's a great opportunity there, and I'll certainly make sure the players understand that space. And there are moments in time in sport where you can really make a difference, and we'll have that moment. The way it's structured at the moment, we'll have that moment in the Castrol EDGE Championship. So and the Bledisloe Cup's right there as well. So we'll see what we can do. We got a lot of skillful players. We've got a lot of good attitude. We've got a lot of talent. And we've got a great circumstance to go out there and showcase. And we're playing in front of our home crowd, and I want the crowd to be. I want a full stadium, and that's the best thing the fans can do is turn up. You know, we want 80,000 people there, 83,000. I think we clarified yesterday, turning up and cheering us on. That's what we want.